Good day everyone, I am Apple Pie and today is Friday, so that means a new Warframe video. If you ever wondered what is the best Warframe to do solo defense missions, well, you're in luck because this is exactly what we're going to test out today. We're going to work our way through all Warframes and test on the same defense missions and see who can last the longest and get you further based on their unique abilities and impact. Now this is not going to be the ultimate mod build because to be honest I'm not that rich and I'd like to test this with something that the majority can afford, but I will go through each Warframe's abilities and the mods used for the build. Without any further ado, today we are going to try out our luck with Mesa the Prime version. Now the Prime has increased health, armor and energy capacity and some additional D and V polarities. No doubt Mesa is a good Warframe with an even stronger ultimate ability on which we are going to be focusing today. So if you want to be a cowboy and wield your guns like Deadshot, from DC Comics, well Mesa is the Warframe for you, but just be careful on that energy. As for her abilities, Ballistic Battery, our first one, you're not gonna use it that much. I mean, you activate it, you use and shoot your guns. That creates power that is stored into this ability, and while reaching full capacity you activate it again and your next gunshot you fire will have increased damage, but just one shot. I mean, imagine going through all that trouble just for one shot. Our second ability, Shooting Galley, is a good one and it grants you or an ally extra damage while the buff is on you, and also the energy ring that shows around you will jam the guns of close by enemies. So yeah, it can be of help. Mostly that 25% increase in damage combined with your ultimate, that's nice. Our third ability is a defensive one. This also goes well in combination with your second and of course your fourth ability. This is Shatter Shield and it's, well, you've guessed it, it's a shield that can grant you up to 80% damage reduction and also reflect back the incoming bullet damage. I mean, I get the damage reduction, but the reflection, not that big range to be honest, and if they get that close, well, you better start to panic a bit. Now the reason we love Mesa is the fourth ability, Peacemaker. Ironic, right? But there's no war if there's no one left to argue, I guess. But that's what this ability does. It will just drop everyone dead around you. Mesa will get into an intense focus stance, draws out her built-in peacemakers and just shred everything in sight. But as I said, you have to be very careful at the energy management because you can't refill your energy while in this stance, from capsules at least. Now, as for modding Mesa, you would want to go for corrosive projection just to lower the armor of your enemies, and going further you would like to have some duration that would impact the circle you would see in your ultimate, the one that shrinks down the more you fire. You would like to have efficiency because the energy will drain pretty fast and you're gonna need all that energy to stay in your ultimate very long. Also, you can go with strength. Now, I've went for flow, narrow mind and continuity, inflicting expertise for duration and some efficiency, and just transient fortitude for some strength, but this can vary from what mods you have, and you can focus more on strength if you want and lower the efficiency. That way you will hit harder and you will not have to stay that much in the ultimate like I do, but you can play around with it. But this is the mod build I'm gonna go with and the results I'm gonna get with this. And also you have to keep in mind that you will have to mod the regulators, which are your ultimate pistols. And for the regulators, personally, I like to go for corrosive projection. Just combine electricity with poison, go for jolt, pistol pestilence, and some heater charge just to add in some spark and fire into it, and then just go for critical multiplier, critical shot, critical damage, the normal damage, and of course multi-shot and fire rate, because you're gonna need all of that when it comes to hundreds of enemies. It's safe to say that Mesa is a good DPS Warframe and can handle a lot of enemies on her own. Also, when it comes to defense, sure, personal defense, that shield, your Shatter Shield can do enough and can really help you in a tight spot, but when it comes to defending objectives and defend the Crypod, it's not that good. As you can see, the life of the Crypod, it's almost dead, and I barely made it out alive of this 25th wave, and you know, it was about time I would call it, because it was kind of obvious I couldn't do much. I mean, maybe I could survive on my own, but I couldn't survive and defend the Crypod as well. It's safe to say that Mesa can easily handle 25 waves with this build, with my build. Of course you can do different variation, you can move a lot more around the field, unlike I did, because I just stood in one spot. I just like to sit in the middle of the map and just have a good view of the enemies, because if you don't have view over that enemy, you will not be able to shoot them with your ultimate. Plus, the circle from the ultimate just drops down with time and how much you shoot them. Here's where duration comes in help, because it just increases the time the circle stays on the screen and helps you, focus more. So yeah, Mesa, 25 waves of defense, solo defense that is. It was successful, we didn't die, we didn't lose the Crypod, so I think this is a win. It's good. Maybe for farming or just helping others out if you want to farm, or I don't know, you want to get Axie relics. I got some right now. And this is it for this episode. Thanks for watching, thanks for stopping by. If you want to see something else, please leave a comment right below under the video. And I'll be coming with a new video next Friday covering Warframe, and also we'll be covering the next Warframes and we'll be testing them out to see how they do in the solo defense, I don't know, challenge, let's call it a challenge, and we'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching.